Here. I just wanted to talk to you guys about if you just bought a Hercules remix. It's a really good MIDI controller. I think it's pretty good for the price. I'm not. I'm gonna share with you guys. When I bought mine, I looked on YouTube a lot. I've looked around a lot of videos, but a lot of forums and a lot of videos on YouTube, they weren't really explaining on how to use this the correct way, because what I was looking for, see, I'm an old school type of DJ. I started with vinyl, and I like to scratch, and I wanted something to replicate in my DJing, scratching and like old school beats and breaks, and I wanted something to really, like a controller, to really replicate that sound and feel. And I think the Hercules, it's pretty dead on, but if you have the right settings, and it took me a long time, about a couple of months, to actually figure out through some forums, and I appreciate the people who, they shared their knowledge, so I want to give a little bit back from what I learned. So if you guys just bought this and you have no clue on how to set this up or where to begin, first off, this book right here, throw it in the garbage. If you're a DJ and you've been DJing for a little while, and you know your decks, and you know basic scratching, and whatever type of music you like to DJ, whether it be house, techno, whatever. I'm particularly a hip hop DJ, but if you need your settings right with this system, hands down. But this book right here, it's not going to teach you a whole lot. So I would just throw it away. There's articles in here about, first of all, it comes with Virtual DJ 5. Get rid of it. You want Virtual DJ Pro 7. It doesn't work right with this program. That's it. You need Virtual DJ Pro 7, which I have. And it's going to be a lot better in sound quality and functionality and so forth. So what you want to, so I would just get rid of this book and just try to say, I'm pretty much a trial and error guy. I looked at a lot of tutorials, and I read forums, trying to find the right sound that I wanted. I had a problem with my jog wheels at first, trying to set them. So I'm going to show you guys what I came up with in settings, where if you're just setting this up, if you have Virtual DJ Pro 7, the best way to set this up, okay, I found this. First, go to your sound setup, okay? Go to your sound setup right here. You want to go to your inputs. Make sure it says none. It has the little arrow right here. Make sure that's clicked on none. On outputs, go to headphones. Okay, make sure it's on headphones. And on your sound card, make sure it's on the Hercules remix. Now, with that said, I'm going to click this off, okay? I'm going to go to my desktop. And you should have your little icon over here for the Hercules itself, which I assume you already installed. Now, on your Hercules, on your console remix, on the settings itself, on the Hercules, you want to make sure that it's on audio mode, that it's on ASIO. Okay, make sure it's on ASIO, and you want to set your buffer size to the lowest. Okay, I found that the lowest, I always thought it was higher in latency, that higher is better and with less skips and sound cracks, but I was wrong, through trial and error. I set mine on 192 or about 96. I'm going to go with 96, which is probably the lowest. Leave your sample at 16-bit and your sample rate over here, that's okay. And make sure it's on that. Okay, click it off. Now, go back to Virtual DJ. You want to make sure you go to this and always make sure that it's on ASIO, because it's going to sound you. It's just the best way to go. Okay. So click this off. That's set. Go back to Virtual DJ. Okay. Now go to your setup, and you want to make sure it looks like this. Your inputs on none. Outputs on headphones. Your sound card, you want it on the remix. You want your master channel, you want it on 1 and 2, and your headphones at 3 and 4. It's always good, because I've had a problem with trying to get my on the headphones on cue. I've had a problem like hearing the other deck. So at first, when I first started setting it up, but I fixed all that, and I'm telling you guys like what I came up with, and you should have a pretty good setup following this right here. So make sure this. All right, click apply. Okay. then just, you know, load one of your tracks. You know, load one of your tracks wherever you have your music. You know, go to your music folder, whatever you have, you know, and just, you know, I'll load a song on the deck. You know, depending on what type of sound setup you have. Right now, I'm just using like a little boom box for my sound. I don't have anything too extravagant in my sound setup, but you know, that's yet to come in the future. But you know, I'm pretty happy with it. So I hope this helped a lot of you guys out there, you know, trying to set it up. If you have any questions or anything, just, you know, comment, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Thanks a lot.